These are 10 times Meghan Markle exposed she was crazy in her Netflix series Part 3. Number 10, attention. Okay, so everyone knows that being an actor or actress comes with its fair share of drawbacks. Uncertainty in your job, expectations, and worst of all, paparazzi. The paparazzi truly is the worst of the worst, but I bet you get used to them after a while. Meghan definitely should have at least. When she was filming for Suits, the paparazzi were already in hot pursuit. In episode 2, Markle remembers being pursued by members of the media in Toronto, where she shot the legal drama Suits, after news broke of her relationship with Harry. It felt like all the UK media descended upon Toronto, she says. My house was just surrounded, just men sitting in their cars all the time waiting for me to do anything. My neighbors texted me saying, they're knocking on everyone's doors, they're trying to find you. They had paid certain neighbors to put like a live stream camera into my backyard. Suddenly, it was like everything about my life was just getting so much more insular. Like all the curtains were pulled, all the blinds were pulled. It was scary. Clearly, she's crazy, because how did she not see this coming? You're dating a royal. Of course some attention is going to be coming your way. Number 9, hugs. You heard that right, folks. Meghan Markle tried to hug the royals. I know it's not that shocking to us, but to the royals, it's a surprisingly big deal. In episode 2, Markle reveals that her informal habits could be shocking even to members of the royal family who are her own age. When Will and Kate came over for dinner, I remember I was in ripped jeans and I was barefoot, she says. Like, I was a hugger, always been a hugger. I didn't realize that this is jarring for a lot of Brits. She also didn't realize that the royal family's rules of etiquette were not only to be observed in public. I guess I'd start to understand very quickly that the formality on the outside carried through on the inside, she shares. There is a forward-facing way of being, and then you close the door and then you can relax now. Or so she thought, but that formality carries over on both sides. And that was surprising to me. What shocks me the most here is that Harry didn't tell her anything. What kind of person doesn't tell their significant other of a dress or behavior code for an event? It might be Harry that's crazy here. Number 8, curtsying. Episode 2 also finds the pair recalling the first time that Markle met Harry's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. My grandmother was the first senior member of the family that Meghan met, says Harry. She had no idea what it all consisted of, so it was a big shock to the system for her. I mean, it's surreal, says Markle. There wasn't like some big moment of like, and now you're going to meet my grandmother. I didn't know I was going to meet her until moments before. We were in the car and he's like, oh, my grandmother's here. She's going to be there after church. And he's like, you know how to curtsy, right? And I just thought it was a joke. How do you explain that to people, adds Harry. How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother and that you will need to curtsy, especially to an American? Like, that's weird. But it's really not weird to the Americans, Harry, because they know the United Kingdom exists. Miss Meghan Markle is crazy for not doing any research into the culture before going into the deep end and dating Harry. Sorry, I'm in a mood today. I'm feeling expressive. Number 7, the Daily Mail. In August 2018, Markle sued Associated Newspapers Limited, the owner of the Daily Mail's weekend newspaper, The Mail on Sunday, over 5 articles that reproduced parts of a private letter she had written to her father. The legal action was still ongoing in the summer of 2020 when she miscarried. I believe my wife suffered a miscarriage because of what the Daily Mail did, says Harry in episode 6. Now, do we absolutely know that the miscarriage was caused by that? Of course we don't. But bearing in mind the stress that caused, the lack of sleep, and the timing of the pregnancy, how many weeks she was, I can say from what I saw, that miscarriage was created by what they were trying to do to her. I don't think anyone can dispute that a miscarriage is a terrible thing to go through, and I'm truly sorry for her and Harry that they had to endure such an endeavor. But blaming it on the Daily Mail seems just like a desperate act of grief. Number 6, her sister. The contentious relationship between Meghan Markle and her half-sister has been well documented since the former began dating within the royal family. Samantha Markle and their father, Thomas, have been highly critical of the Duchess of Sussex over the years, so it's no surprise that the older sister has plenty to say about the limited series that's focused on the former Suits actress and her husband. Harry and Meghan has been trending on Netflix in December since its release, but Samantha claims it's more fake news than docuseries. Harry and Meghan has been getting absolutely brutalized in fans' reviews of the show. Despite its popularity on the streaming service, the 6-episode series focuses on the lives of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, particularly the period of time from when they began dating to when they chose to step away from the royal family. Samantha Markle appeared on Tucker Carlson Tonight to dispute some of her half-sister's claims, claiming Harry and Meghan a series of lies. She told the Fox News host, "I can't believe we were essentially looking at a $100 million fake news PR machine. It's projection at its finest, and it's almost comical." Samantha Markle refuted some of the claims made by her younger sister on Harry and Meghan, including that the two weren't close. After Meghan Markle said on the series that she hadn't seen her in over a decade and that was only for a day and a half. Samantha also took issues with the relationship the Duchess of Sussex said she had with her grandmother, saying the whole grandmother thing, "That just did it for us. I think my grandmother would be rolling over in her grave if she saw that. And she didn't take care of her. She visited her. She never made apple butter with her because my grandmother was making apple butter like in the 1970s before Meghan was even born. So it's been so far-fetched, it's like a tragic comedy, especially, sadly, for our family and for the royals, and she obviously didn't stop going off about her clear jealousy." Number 5, crying on demand. Meghan revealed how she honed the acting ability to turn on fake tears. The 2014 video, filmed at Soho House in Toronto, where her legal drama Suits was made, shows Meghan boasting that she can shed a tear for the camera in 3 seconds. Asked by someone behind the camera if she can make herself cry, Meghan says, "Oh, I can do that so well. Oh my god, it's crazy." They're like, "Meghan, 1 tear, left eye, go." She adds, "Give me 3 seconds." Social media users are asking whether Meghan's distress in the Netflix teaser is real. One Twitter user wrote, "I swear Meghan asked her magic mirror who was the fairest of them all and it said Kate, so she lost her stuff." Footballer Jack Barat of North Warwick simply wrote crocodile tears. Royal fan and retired nurse Bernadette Sasson told Twitter, "Meghan Markle was/is an actress. Not a great one, just passable, but she can make herself cry at the drop of a hat." Number 4, privacy concerns. After vocalizing concerns over needing privacy as a royal, many people seem to feel as if it was an unreasonable demand for Meghan, especially during all the controversies, all while including an inside look on their life as royals, which is to be featured with never-before-seen pictures of the family. Afterwards, Meghan tried to reiterate her feeling of needing privacy and how it is a basic human right. "I agree, Meghan, it is a basic human right." She stated how she should be able to share parts of her life in her control, not in the media's control. Piers Morgan had more to say about the trailer. "Imagine bleeding about privacy, then doing a kiss and tell reality series about your private lives. Then imagine preaching compassion as you trash your family again. Then imagine releasing the first trailer deliberately to ruin your brother's big trip to America. Repulsive hypocrites." This guy's really mad. Number 3, the rug. In a black and white shot, the Duchess of Sussex can be seen sitting cross-legged in an armchair with her phone while holding her head in her hand as she breaks down in tears. But an imposing piece in the background, spoiling the sincerity, is the celebrity staple $2,340 cashmere Hermes throw rug, positioned nonchalantly over the chair behind her. Peter Ford had this to say via Twitter. "Nothing more heartbreaking than seeing Meghan in tears on her $3,000 Hermes blanket. But as good fortune would have it, from a producer's point of view, all being captured for use in the show." The documentary has been a long time coming, considered the jewel in the crown as part of the Sussex's multi-million-dollar Netflix deal they signed 2 years ago, upon cutting ties with the royal family. Number 2, Beyonce. Millions of people watched Oprah with Meghan and Harry, the television special in which Oprah Winfrey interviewed the royal couple. Among those millions, Beyonce. In episode 6, Markle is seen receiving a text from the singer after the special screened on CBS in March 2021. "I still can't believe she knows who I am," Markle tells Harry, going on to summarize Beyonce's message. "She wants me to feel safe and protected," says Markle. "She admires and respects my bravery and vulnerability, and she thinks that I was selected to break generational curses that need to be healed. It's straight up crazy that Meghan is even in Queen Bee's attention at all. That's a queen I can get behind. I just hope this isn't like the time she said someone from the Lion King premiere related her to Nelson Mandela. Let's hope this time she's telling the truth." Number 1, gossip. The Duchess of Sussex detailed the moment she realized people actually believed some of the lies pushed out by tabloid media. A member of the public told her that what she was doing to her father was not right. The royal explained this moment rocked her to her core because it meant that people actually believed what they were reading. Well, sorry to say this, Meghan, but duh, of course they do. Why did she think they had so much attention in the media and online? Of course people believed that stuff, or the tabloids would have moved on from her as the topic. It's the fact people read and watch the stuff about Meghan Markle that is making her life harder. She must be crazy for believing at some point that people don't believe in those kinds of media. So silly.
Privacy. After vocalizing concerns over needing privacy as a royal, many people seem to feel as if it was unreasonable demand for Meghan, especially during all the controversies, all which included an inside look on their real life as royals, which is to be featured with never before seen pictures of the family. Afterwards, Meghan tried to reiterate her feeling of needing privacy and how it's a basic human right. I agree, Meghan, it is a basic human right. She stated how she should be able to share parts of her life in her control, not the media's control. Piers Morgan had more to say about the trailer of her docuseries. Imagine bleeding about privacy, then doing a kiss and tell reality series about your private lives. Then imagine preaching compassion as you trash your family again. Then imagine releasing the first trailer deliberately to ruin your brother's big trip to America. Repulsive hypocrites. That's what Piers Morgan had to say about Meghan's trailer of the docu-series. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree with him or don't. Personally, I think Meghan and Harry are great people and they're doing good things. Maybe the docu-series was a little touch and tell, but I enjoyed watching it. Staff backlash. A source told the British paper that palace insiders were seething with rage at allegations made in the forthcoming docu-series. The trailer was also slammed by online trolls who called the series hypocritical. In a conversation with the Sky News Australia, Paul Murray, Meghan Kelly mentioned her perspective on the bullying allegations and how they were coming out from the abandonment of her friends and family. Her wedding peppered by only celebrities and no one who actually knew or loved her.
Thanks for watching.